automation, tower defense, monsters, dungeon, turrets. If you relate to any of these words, stay with me because I'm about to show you this cool indie game called Mob Factory. The whole idea behind it is for you to create and automate a dungeon. You lay down the factory plans and turn monsters into resources. Resources that you will use to get new tech and further expand your factory. In Mob Factory, you expand by buying islands, laying down new spawners for even more enemies, or resources as we should call it here, to spawn and be killed. Basically, turn all of your assembly lines into a perfection of efficiency. A warning though, this game might clash with your OCD when striving for perfection. On the other hand, the positive side is that you are free to redo all of it as many times as you want. Use the resources not only to grow but also to streamline the whole process by brewing potions and then using those potions to buy serious upgrades from Melvin the Wizard. Yep, if there ever was a great name for a wizard, it would most definitely be Melvin, right? It's developed by a studio called Literally Everyone Games and published by IndieArc. It is now available for PC and you can get it on Steam. Links are below in the description. There are plenty of weapons or turrets to try out and see which are the best for a specific island. And don't worry, you can pause the game at any time to make sure you perfectly place the items in their correct positions. So how does it all begin? It starts on your first little island with a single hole in the ground, your very first monster spawner of not so powerful worms. Don't sleep on worms though, they are the backbone of the whole thing, just as important as any other monster. We do not discriminate here. You have a couple of items already in your inventory and your first task is to be able to create your number one assembly line. In other words, make sure the worms aren't able to get to the tower. As you can see, there's also a bar on the top and that bar goes down if monsters get to the tower, your health bar. Health slowly regenerates on its own, so don't worry about it. Just make sure monsters cannot get there and you'll be fine. Set up your turrets and turn those waves of worms into resources. How do you collect resources then? You can click on them, but that would be impossible efficiency-wise, right? That's where the conveyor belts and assemblers get into the conversation. In the same way you shouldn't let the monsters reach the tower, you totally should make sure the resources get to the tower and into your inventory. Not always though, because later on you will have to combine resources to create other types of resources, a real assembly line. On the off chance you were able to get this first little island up and running properly, it's time to invest and get bigger. Buy other islands with the resources you own and start combining things to put a real factory together. You can always buy more weapons from the vendor on the top right of your first island, and you can always also craft items from the materials you already owned on the left. It all feels like a walk in the park until eventually you start facing more powerful monsters and the simplistic ways you were using before to kill them now need a bit of tinkering. You need more damage, you need more conveyors, you need more of everything. Rinse and repeat, check your lines and identify where you can improve their efficiency and grow. In my opinion, it is a nice tower defense game that pairs perfectly with the automation genre and showcases good looking pixel art. The controls aren't perfect and the inventory management could definitely be improved, but all in all, it's a good fun game. I heard there's also a big bad boss at the end, but I'm still kind of slowly making my way there. Do you like automation games or tower defense games? Balloons maybe? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, plenty of other awesome upcoming games are yet to come to this channel. If you really do like to assemble things, I suggest you watch my station to station video, where you can set up railway connections instead of monsters killing assembly lines. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye!